Hi everyone, welcome to the course. My name is Kim Pippa-Tonneson and I will be your instructor for the semester. I wanted to show you how to navigate the course management system. So when you log into Canvas and choose this course, you're going to come directly to the home page. And you'll notice that each page in Canvas has a content area, a navigation menu, a breadcrumb menu, and the sidebar. So to start, choose the Start Here button, and this will lead you to the Start Here module. To go sequentially through this information, click on the Next button in the lower right, and you will notice that some of the pages have tabbed content. So you want to make sure to choose each tab to see all the information that is available to you. Next, if you're interested in seeing the syllabus and calendar, choose the Syllabus tab, and you'll see this information is available to you in a few different ways. The printable syllabus allows you to print out the document. The preview pane allows you to preview the document. And the syllabus information is also available in pages that are linked here. So for example, if you're interested in finding the course required reading content and viewing content, choose that link and you'll see the book that you need as well as the movies that you are required to rent for this course. Next, let's go to modules. Now you'll see the syllabus module is on top. The Getting Started module is next. And then each week of the semester is separated into weekly modules. So you'll look at how these are organized. On the top here is the overview page, and inside you'll see the learning objectives for the week, the readings or viewings that you might need to do, as well as the assignments and their due dates. If you look at the rest of the module, you can see it's separated into learning materials, assignments. Often there's a student-to-student discussion that you can talk to your peers about assignments you're working on for the week. And there's a skills practice section. So I wanted to talk to you briefly about the skills practice because there are different types of quizzes in the course. One quiz you'll be using is Inquisitive, which is an integration through the Norton website, and that's a very interesting way to review the content. I provide these self-check quizzes after you've completed a chapter as well. Notice that these are worth 0 points, and you can take these as many times as you'd like. They'll be available all semester for you to review the content, and some of the final exam questions will come from these quizzes, so they'll be good for you to review. There are also going to be some quizzes that have points separately, which these quizzes are a linear progression of the history of film. So if you look here in the first module, it starts out with the first movies, it moves to the silent period, and it goes forward through the different film movements. And often at the bottom of a module, you'll see some films for further study. And this is also optional, but this will give you some examples of films from that time period in history. So next, let's look at what a discussion board looks like. Let's go down here. So in the discussion board, you'll see the instructions. And if you want to reply to a discussion board, you just click in that box and post your reply. So say you make a mistake here, you've posted the reply, and you find out that you want to edit it. You'll go to these 3 vertical dots and choose Edit, and you can fix your mistake and then click Done. If you'd like to see the rubric for discussion boards, it's kind of hidden. You want to choose those 3 vertical dots, show the rubric, and you'll see all the elements that I require for the assignment. These elements are also included here in this checklist, which will help you to remember what you need to do for the assignment. There's also links about how discussion boards are graded and a model of a well-written discussion board post that can be helpful to you. Now let's look at an assignment. These are just structured a little differently. So say, for example, you are submitting your film response. Again, the directions are here. The rubric is on the bottom of the assignment pages. And when you're ready to submit the assignment, choose that button. Then you're going to choose the file that you want from your computer. And once you've chosen that file, choose Submit Assignment, and it will go through to the gradebook. When you're looking at your grades, you can see here on the very right, this is the points possible for the assignment. And then in this area is where your grade will be, how much you scored. Now when you have a new grade for an assignment, you'll see these icons here. So this is the rubric icon. This will show you how I graded the assignment, what things you did well. And if you see that feedback icon there, that will reveal my comments for the assignment as well. Now, usually there is a rubric or a comment attached to most assignments. In addition, on the discussion boards, I do go on to most discussion boards and by Friday comment on maybe some elements you might have missed there. And on my discussion boards, if you see a comment where I've noted something that you might need to change to improve your grade, you have a chance to do that by Saturday midnight. So you can go in, edit, and correct the mistake. I usually grade on Sundays, so if that mistake is corrected by then that will improve your grade. Let's see. If you want to communicate with others in the course, you can choose Inbox. I need to get out of Student View to show you that, I guess. So there is an Inbox icon, and here you can compose a letter, you can select the course, and you can select who you're sending it to in the course. In addition, there's this feature here, this is optional, but this is called Name Coach. Now this gives you the option to pronounce your name. Sometimes, especially in an online setting, we don't hear how each other's names sound. So you can record your name. Once you've done this once, this will be stored in Canvas. So it will already be housed in any course, online course you take in Canvas. So I think besides that, is there anything I've missed? I think I've shown you everything I can think of for the moment. Make sure to ask me questions. If you want to meet with me through a Confer Zoom face-to-face online meeting, we can do that. And we can also chat on the phone. I have office hours on campus in Aspen 2. Those vary every semester, so just email me and we can make an appointment if you need some help. And I look forward to the semester with you.